control unit. I'll do what I can, but please don't try to charge in head-on. You'll just get yourself killed. Use the video surveillance room on the second floor. I'll open it for you. I have the means to do it.
You made it, Skip. Come on, let's move. Did you hear Dalin? They want to destroy the zone. We can't let that happen.
What about Skar?
He's taken another way. We'll be okay on our own. Hurry up.
Why the hell are you stalling? You just need to disconnect one stupid device and connect another in its place. It's no more difficult than changing batteries.
Don't push me, Colonel. This equipment hasn't been maintained in a long time. We need to be extremely careful. Otherwise...
Darling, don't act up. This ragtag bunch can't get to the generators on foot. So what was the point of opening up X-11? Just do this, and soon the name Dmitro will echo round the world. We need someone we can all trust to get those fucking hoops spinning. And we both know that representative isn't an option.
But my father...
Your father's dead! He's gone! I saw them boiling in those pods with my own eyes. The goddamn physiograph is just a fucking talking TV mess!
It's hard to believe, but subtle matter is real, Colonel. I know it!
You're not a scientist, you're just a lousy piece of shit.
Oh yeah? Fuck you! into place. Finally. Skiff dependent.
You got it. Here. Who are you?
We are the result of an experiment, ended creating a super consciousness called C consciousness.
Father.
According to our calculations, Earth is surrounded by a special informational field, the so-called noosphere. It links all sentient inhabitants of the planet and stores their mental images.
What's the true scientist rule?
Our main goal was to make small adjustments to the noosphere, allowing us to remove things like anger, cruelty, greed, and other negative factors from the planet.
Dad? Like you said, what's the true rule of a scientist?
Individuals are unable to affect the noosphere,
Be quiet.
but C consciousness could.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! It must be erased, destroyed, eradicated. I want it wiped out forever, without a trace, without pity! Ah! Skip!
Dig deeper, darling. Dig deeper, son.
It's all real. It's always been real. The miracles of the zone. Subtle matter. Eternal life within the noosphere. And I nearly destroyed it. Almost deprived humanity of its chance at immortality. I could have killed my own father.
Be grateful to the zone. It spared you from doing something you couldn't undo.
I am grateful. Truly, I am. I really meant well. I believed that I could make the future a little better. But Agatha's plan was never about the good of humanity, was it? All she wanted was total control. And if it wasn't for you, she would have achieved it. I don't know if I would have found the courage to get to the truth if you hadn't opened my eyes to it. Thank you for everything.
Seems I was almost late. What the hell were you and the Ward trying to do here?
I was about to do something right for once in my life. And I would have died for it if it weren't for you. And they were planning to replace the representative. Once they reconnected with the generators, they could use the X network and all that C consciousness had created. They wanted to erase my father. By my hand. I don't know if Colonel found that small detail funny.
What do you intend to do now?
I'm going to talk to my father for starters. For far too long, I was convinced this would never happen again. I've got a lot of questions. And a lot to apologize for. I just need to enhance the connection. The link is still unstable. I don't want to lose him again before I'm done. And after that, well, I suppose it depends on you. You and Scholar.
You made the shining possible. You've played your part. Now Skar and I need to finish what your father set in motion.
It's still very dangerous out there. However, if you succeed, if it all goes according to plan, all these deaths, the Wardens, Spark, Noontide, ordinary Stalkers, they'll all be undone. Humanity will finally attain the life it deserves. A life without pain, without death, without hate. It's a risk worth taking.
Maybe, after the Shining, great experiments will finally be performed without casualties.
Sounds like a promising future. Best of luck to you. See you in the new reality.
At last. I was afraid I wouldn't make it in time.
Greetings, Skiff. The last time you conversed with a representative of C Consciousness, it was comprised of all its members. Thanks to your assistance, I can finally speak for myself. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Valentine Darling, the leader of the team responsible for making contact with the Noosphere. In 2006, I refused to follow the regulatory board's orders and became one of those who created the zone by mistake. I'm sure you've accumulated quite a few questions since our last encounter.
We've come so far, but I still don't understand how you've been carrying out your plan all this time.
In the disaster of 2006, C Consciousness took control of the X network and anomalous energy. Later, we created the monolith and the agents. But there were those who helped us from the beginning.
And who's been helping you all this time?
We weren't the only ones who went up against the regulatory board. After Project X was frozen, some of our former employees decided to continue research under our guidance. They called themselves MDST. When S.T.A.L.K.E.R shot our bodies and destroyed one of the X network's central nodes, we continued to exist in the Noosphere, but lost our connection to the zone and the ability to interfere. The Monolith program, X network, and related laboratories whose functioning was ensured by C Consciousness stopped for 10 years. Only the agent's programming survived.
Until you brought Alpha to Circa. And until I ignorantly reactivated the system from the X-11 lab. But it turned out that we were fortunate.
Korshunov told me about your agents. He claimed they pose a threat to the mainland. What's their true purpose?
Everything we created has served one purpose: the successful realization of the Shining in the future. The creation of agents has been fully justified. Thanks to them, you're on our side. Unfortunately, after S.T.A.L.K.E.R deactivated the B'C installation, we lost contact with the zone for a while, so we had no control over the agents who decided to leave the zone. Don't think they haven't been rewarded for their efforts. We've given them a reason to live, Skiff. A higher purpose.
What about S.T.A.L.K.E.R?
There was a glitch in the programming. S.T.A.L.K.E.R went against his program. With the help of Dr. Kaimanov, who betrayed us once, he managed to get to the Monolith control unit. We invited him to join us in the 8th pod. A mistake that might otherwise have cost us our lives. Because he chose to destroy us instead.
Not a mistake. The Zone's providence. You never died. You became pioneers of the truth. Guides to eternity.
How did you get mixed up in all this anyway, Skar?
The Spark Science Task Group has always worked for the scientists. They studied the zone, while I believed in its mysterious destiny. Once I heard the Shining Zone legend, I started looking for its manifestations even in the most remote and dangerous places. And found Orbita. Talked to Topol, who's dead. Just like you talked to Strider. Later, Ozerski and I did everything we could to restore the X-17 visiograph and find out whether it's possible that the sea consciousness scientists survived. As you can see, I was right all along. Now you're on our side. The Zone's providence has always shown us the right path.
That's all I wanted to know.
Do you have any more questions, or are you ready to proceed with the Shining Plan?
I've heard about induced illusions being part of the Stalker program. I wasn't completely sure if subtle matter was real or if you were just a holographic projection.
The S.T.A.L.K.E.R program does indeed exist, but its function differs from what you might imagine. It doesn't generate illusions, but rather enables the exchange of data with the Sphere. This is what made our communication possible.
So at some point, you decided to go against the regulatory board. Why?
The regulatory board, a group of influential people behind Project X, wanted to use our work to gain control over the Sphere with the help of a generators network all over the planet. But they wanted it only for themselves. We couldn't let that happen. As long as there is darkness in humanity, there will be people like them. Our original plan was to remove this darkness. That's how sea consciousness came into being. During the experiment, there was a breakdown, and the Sphere energy rushed to the Earth, creating an anomalous zone. Thanks to it, we got new opportunities and developed the Shining Project.
What do I need to do to make sure the Shining becomes a reality?
First, we need to restore the connection between the center and the generators. It can only be done manually at the generators, so you'll have to make your way there through the Dead Valley. I'll do my best to teleport you as close as possible, but the teleportation system is currently unstable, so you'll need an experimental Project X suit. I'll give you the coordinates. Once the connection is restored, we'll need another piece of the puzzle. A mediator, a human being, who will act as an intermediary between the zone and the Sphere.
To restore communication between the center and the generators, I'll have to cross Dead Valley. How do I do that?
Now that the navigator is operational, the emissions in the Dead Valley are becoming more frequent. The entire zone is in flux. New anomalies are emerging everywhere, and secure routes are vanishing. Only the Shining has the power to reverse this process. But fear not. The valley is only truly dangerous for the Ward and those who seek to destroy the zone. Not for you. Walk without fear, and you'll reach your destination. And be the first to witness real miracles.
Who's gonna become the mediator between the zone and the Noosphere?
Bringing the Shining to life would be impossible without you, Skiff. However, the role of the mediator requires someone with Class 5 PC protection. A single person wouldn't have sufficed in the past, but now, with C consciousness manifested as subtle matter, we can enhance the connection from the other side. Skar's mind exhibits an exceptional resistance to emissions. That's why the responsibility of resurrecting us falls on his shoulders. One might say, he was born for it.
I've always known.
We are on the verge of achieving our goal, and thanks to you, we can now attain it. Now please, leave. I'd like to speak to my son.
Hi, Dad.
You've always sought comprehensive answers to your questions, Skiff. You have them all now. I'm glad. I wonder if I could have pursued the truth as you did. Against all odds. If I hadn't known it from the start. To come this far without faith must have been an incredibly lonely journey for those who gained their faith at a great cost. The reward must be even greater. I'll stick around and make sure the doctor and the representative aren't disturbed.
More than anything, Richter wanted the Zone's forgiveness. When he never got it. What's his reward?
Once more, you refuse to accept anything you haven't witnessed firsthand. How can you be certain the Zone hasn't granted him forgiveness? Perhaps death was his ultimate redemption.
Thank you for revealing the Shining Zone to me.
Everyone else will witness it before too long. Go. And don't wander off the path.
The connection is incredibly unstable. I'm not even sure if my father can hear me.
I'll lend you a hand, Doctor. Ozevsky taught me. But soon, now this will be necessary.
We've lost too many. But we'll meet again in the Shining Zone. Stock up on supplies. Traveling light won't get you there. I've fixed worse. I'll make it better than new. I'll see you around, whether it's here or in the Shining Zone.
I hadn't seen you in action before the Foundation, but now I see why Skar puts his trust in you. Looks like you've gone through a fair bit of ammo. Stock up while we're both here. Might come in handy. All my goods are top-notch, but choose wisely. I'm not saying goodbye.
I knew you'd need my services. What needs fixing? I've fixed worse. I'll make it better than new. I'll see you around, whether it's here or in the Shining Zone.
Looks like I really am your guardian angel. Don't worry, Skiff. We're in the Dead Valley, but we're still alive. Just don't give up, alright? Have faith. Looks like the weather is getting worse. You should go. Get down there. I'll be waiting for you further ahead.
By your will, Monolith, by your power, bring my brothers back to me. Grant them peace.
What else is there to do? It's either win or lose. That's just how it goes.
It wasn't in vain. None of it was ever in vain. I can rest easy now.
Look for burning fires. Near them, emissions aren't dangerous. Promise. Meet me at the destroyed convoy.
No, I've had enough. There was something I wanted to discuss.
Wow, this is a hell of an invention you've got here. You're a real scientist now.
You two, it's about time. Everything's gonna be all right now, guys.
ground is fine. Hover there. Land when you see us. Sky, I see you. Code red, I repeat. Code red. What's up with those lights? An emission. Zenith 1, do you copy? I'm losing altitude. Turn around! Turn around! Immediately!
Now go! Well, that's it. I took you here, as promised. I did it.
Thanks, Richter.
You've taught me what it means to believe. And look, I'm a true guide now, just like you promised. The zone is so beautiful, Skiff. Now that I can see it for real, it's just breathtaking. Do what you gotta do, Skiff.
Contact. That means you've made it to the generators. The voices of the living cannot penetrate into the dead valley. Now, head to the communication node that connects to the Foundation and activate it. If all goes well, I'll join you shortly.
Taking cover! I'm throwing it!
Skiff. You've connected to the Foundation, and the representative has teleporters set up. Let's get the party started. I'm already there. Couldn't wait for backup. We must reach X7 as quickly as possible. Do me a favor. Head down to the teleporter room and provide cover for my men. They'll join us shortly. I don't want the Monolithians to stop them from witnessing the birth of the Shining Zone.
I'm in position.
Good. We're coming. What the hell? What the fuck just happened? Skip, check the teleporter on your end.
It's rigged with explosives.
You chose to side with those fanatics. Now, you'll have to perish with them. Why do you need the zone, Skiff? You got no clue what to do with it.
your end. Did some monolithians pay you a visit?
No, it was S.T.A.L.K.E.R. He won't be causing any more trouble, though. He's dead.
No one in the zone dies for good, Skiff. Especially the legends. I'm heading to the neural laboratory. Come down and meet me there. The others should stay put to the teleporter room. We'll wrap this up together. You and I.
One more step, and victory is ours. Then everything we've been through won't be in vain. I'll help you however I can. You do your part, too. I've fixed worse. I'll make it better than new. I'll see you around, whether it's here or in the Shining Zone.
Something's wrong. You will be destroyed! I'm moving to cover! Brothers, support me with your fire!
Jesus. Skar.
Poor Skar. I knew him, Skiff. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. And now, how abhorred in my imagination it is. My gorge rises at it. Oh. Where be your jibes now? Your gambles? Your verses? Prithee, Skiff, tell me one thing. Do you think the representative looked of this fashion in the earth?
I guess.
And smelled so, huh? What a miserable end, Skiff. The representative dies. The representative is buried. The representative turns to dust. The dust to soil, the soil to clay. And who's to say that clay won't end up a stopper for a rusty rain barrel? Just to think, once he determined the destinies of all these stalkers. So this is why, in our own dreams, sometimes we see their memories. But the representative is alive. Only our enemies claim there is no life after death. If that's the case, then there is no shining zone. Tagan, 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 ding, ding! If there is no shining zone, then all these lives were wasted in vain, Skiff. It's not true. Come on, kids! The shining zone ain't gonna find itself! Poor stalker. Lost his arm, lost his head for this cause. Along with everything in it.
History is spiraling. Many years ago, Z Consciousness ran their very first experiment and created a zone right here in this lab.
And here we are, about to conclude our last experiment. So the zone can be reborn and become what it was always supposed to be. Then again, the zone was never part of the initial plan. You and I, Skiff, are manifesting the ultimate eventuality. The most important things never go as planned. It is luck that creates them. Or the other way around. It is pure eventuality that we're here now. I'm here because I can mediate. You, because of all the places the zone could reveal itself, it chose your home. A new world lies before us. You know, Skiff, I just had a funny idea. What if I changed my mind about entering the 8th pod? What if everything I've believed in, everything I've worked for, wasn't truly mine? What if it all belonged to someone else?
What you believe in doesn't matter anymore, Skar. You made me believe. For real. And that means you're gonna step into that pod, no matter what happens next. Because in the Shining Zone, everything will be just as it's meant to be. That's what I believe.
Then, So be it. Thank you. I needed to hear that. Now, we need to get past that blast door. Let's go. Such a small piece of lead. Yet what a hindrance it is on the journey to immortality for all mankind. And the elevator to X7 is out of commission too. You'll need to go restart it. Just make sure you don't catch a bullet from granite like I did. Where did they come from after all these years? Did the signal wake them up too?
Anything I can do about your injury? Do you need a med kit?
Don't worry. I've got it under control. I'll live to see the Shining Zone.
Granite? Who's that?
A hello from the past. Courtesy of the Colonel. He was in charge of a special unit called Granite Squad. They used to guard X7 before the zone even existed. When C Consciousness's plans went sideways because of Kamanov's meddling, they turned Granite into the first Monolithians. Korshunov was the sole survivor. Watch out for them when you reboot the elevator. I'd help you if I weren't woefully ineffective in combat at the moment.
upstairs at X7.
All right, Skiff. It's time for a miracle. Wow. That's it? Stairway to heaven. Flip that switch. Very nice. My entrance ticket. Come on. Looking for Octa. Oh, there. Service exposed. Ah, I got it. Thank you. I'm going to go there. You're going to stay here. On my command, push that thing up. Don't let me down! Yeah. Ready? Go!
Richter, is this all real?
Reality is whatever you think is real.
Oh God, he plays so well.
Finally, a superstar.
I still can hear, can see, and feel. Am I really here?
Well, who's talking then?
Many stalkers owe you their life.
Thank you.
Come on, man. Spill it. Who the fuck are you?
The first ride on the Ferris wheel.
And me, Skar. Don't worry, this time you won't have to...
Just a guide. I was only showing the way, right?
Old time. It's ours now.
Father.
Poor Skar. We're all to stand upon the sea. Through death, through darkness thus. I choose the nets that swallow me. This mortal coil failed us.